Hello, guys. I think I'm live again. I'm sorry about that. Ah, so I went live with my camera, which is probably why you saw the original one. But yeah, I do apologize for that one. I messed up. So if you're joining me, I am Sylvia Hubbard, author and founder of MotownWriters Network. We're gonna get started because I want to make sure, yeah, we have a lot to do. Trying to see what can I put over here. I gotta close a couple of these windows. If you're here, say hello and you can hear me. I see people are joining slowly. I'm trying to bring up the other window so I can see you guys. Um, and then let everybody know we're here. Everyone is coming in. So, oh, I should probably tag people who had started. I can't remember everybody, so I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. So, we're doing something. I'm doing it in a new area. I'm up at the camp today. So, okay. Um, so let's get going. Uh, we're gonna get started. So, a lot of times authors will ask me, uh, like, how do I schedule things for Canva? And um, I'm trying to get in there and show you. So we're going over to canva.com. So a lot of times they ask me, how do I schedule things? And um, if you if we take a look at my Instagram page, um, I need to make this a little smaller. Uh, Instead of me trying to post every day, I pretty much try to schedule out my postings so that I am able to uh, write more and uh, actually promote like the current things. But I also want to make sure I'm doing uh, inspiring, uh, education, and then promotion. So I'm doing it in that order to get engagement, to let people know what I'm doing, and also to show my expertise. So, guys, let me know if you can hear me. I hope you can. I hope you can hear me. I'm waiting for comments. I see all my microphones are on, so I'm not worried. Um, oh yeah, I just go to my. They always take a long time for. Oh, I see you. Okay, I see you, Sandy. Thank you. I hope you can hear me. Um, so that's good. Okay, that makes me feel better. So a lot of times I'm trying to do all that plus write books, um, and everything. And if you're out there, please let us know what you're working on right now in the comments. Um, and your 30-day struggle and challenges and everything. I feel like I'm being brand new at this, but as you can see on my Instagram, um, there are different things that I scheduled out for June so I can concentrate on writing and promoting more. So this is a scheduled, I know that is a schedule. This is a scheduled out. This is a scheduled out. This is a scheduled out. This is a scheduled out, and this one. So I know that they're scheduled out, but when you go to them, you don't know that they're scheduled out. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Um, but I'll go into that as well. And it's for free because everybody's saying, okay, we don't have money, Sylvia, to promote, but you have time to schedule. And all that scheduling pretty much took me, uh, I say about an hour and a half, um, because I did have it in advance, where I would sit in advance and create a schedule, and I'm going to show you that now. So pretty much, if you have canva.com open, because we're going to jump right in. I'm not going to go through what Canva does. It's just a design program to help you do uh, promo, to help you do graphic design. As you can see, you can do presentations, social media. The last time I did that social media, that presentation, that was all Canva. Um, Video magic layers is new, where you can create a whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole complicated thing to explain. Video, you can you can do print. You can print out stuff that you need for your tables offline. They have a doc program, a whiteboard where you can put out like different uh, maps or things like that if you're doing that. These are sheets like Excel sheets. You can code. This is new. You can actually build websites, do emails. This is actually new, and send out. They have a photo editor, and that, like that, yeah. So right now, once you get in here, though, this is how it will look, and then you would say either create, or you can come down here and do it. Today we're doing our social media promo, so we want to pick that. I'm trying to see if you guys have any comments. I'm gonna put in. Oh, well, I didn't want to comment anyway. So make sure you guys can see me. Uh, so you guys can see me. I'm taking a moment before I get started. I know, I know. And I'm gonna have our meetup notes um, there. So I'm adding our meetup notes as well. And making sure. Okay, so thanks for letting me pause like that. If you have a question, I'm trying to make sure that I get everybody. That's just what I'm so worried about because I can barely see on this screen. Okay. Okay, so I can see a little bit better on this one. So thank you guys. Okay, thanks for your patience. So we're going to create our design, and we're going to use the Instagram post. And then once we get done, I'm going to show you, or you guys can remind me to show you how to do Instagram stories as well without doing all new posts. So we're going to use, and they have a whole bunch of social media posts you can do, but we're going to do Instagram. You're going to, because Instagram posts, you can also post, you can use that to post with TikTok, and you can use that to post with um, TikTok, business, Facebook business, and even your profile. So you can use it all on Facebook as well, but you can do that. So it starts you with a blank one. Oh, and then I took off that. So they'll tell you what you recently, any templates you recently used. So this is your template. This is your element, text, brand. That is, you have your brand set up. Um, the, they have Canva AI, so they can create it too. So you can tell them, hey, create me a week's worth. I'd like this and this and this, and they'd actually design it for you. But we're doing it manual. This is any uploads you've done, and tools, projects, apps, magic media, photos. audio, video, backgrounds, charts, transparencies, and then they have all the little other folders that I have as well. So if you have specialty folders, especially like I like to have, let me see if they have my stuff in here. Um, Social media logos. So I don't have to find different social media logos all the time. And then I also have like a book media logo. So I can actually find different things as well. But right now, we are starting with this. Now, since we're doing a week's worth, I usually do 30. Um, I usually do 30 uh, days of posts, but since we're doing a week's worth, let me put it first as a color you guys can see. And since my brand, and they tell you your brand kit over here, and you have to set that up, but you can always edit it too. But I have that. I'm trying to make sure. Good morning, Miss Kaylin. I always make sure I do it. And then I go over here to the grid view and I actually ask it, I want to duplicate it because we're doing 7 days. Like I said, I usually do 30 days, but we're doing 7 days right now. 7 days. I tickle myself. Okay. And so I'm doing duplicate of three. If you didn't know what I just did, I highlighted it and then I went to the small three dots. They always have three dots in the corner. And then I asked it to duplicate the page. If you want to duplicate more than one page at a time, you highlight each one of them and you can hold the shift key down, go to how many you want. So I want 3 pages duplicated and then it'll duplicate those pages. So that's how you do that. But like I said, we're doing 7 days. So we know we're doing July. We're going to focus on July. Morning, Miss Vanessa. We're going to focus on July. And so we know we can pretty much say July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd, July 4th, and July 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we're going to go like that. And you can even name them if you're going to do something different. So sometimes I'll go in here and I will say July 1st because maybe I don't want to post just one thing on July 1st. I want to post something on twice on July 1st. But when I save this, I won't remember what order I put everything in. It'll go by numerical order. So then I would name this maybe July, 1st, 2. So when it saves, it'll save right under that one. Or say that you have a carousel you want to post that day, and that's how you would do that. So that's how a little tip if you want to know. So, so the first thing I want to say is hello, July. Um, so we can go over, take it out of grid view. We can go over to our templates and type in July. So they have, of course, things for July. So you can start with this. But since I, I like purple, so I'm changing that to match my brand. And let me go a little closer so you guys can see. And then I do put my social media handle in there. And just to recognize that, hey, you're giving July a nod. Start you off. So we have the 1st of July all done. So let's go to the 2nd of July. The 2nd of the July, let's do a quote. Let's welcome it in with a quote. Or sometimes I like to do a book thing. So let's do a book thing. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna take a book. I'm gonna actually do a book element. Let's see. We're gonna do a promo, a quick promo for us, and I'm gonna show you how we can do a quick promo. Ah, let's do this. So I have a promo already, a book promo that I have already. And I can open up another thing. So I would put my so I'm just gonna go it and show you that I'm doing a book promo today. So let's do it this way. So I'm going to show you how I just build it. And this is basically, this picture comes from actually a photo that I found in Canva. So I'm actually going to show you the photo, how I found the photo. So you go to photos, and I'm actually going to go to one of the photos I've used previously. So, but usually I'll put in like, if I put in black female, um, or let's say black female face. Let's do it that way. And I want to close up. Oh, good Lord. They have to do that? Jesus. I guess they were doing beauty and design. I can understand, I guess. Ugh. So let's see. I want a close up of a female face. So let's not do face because they're just showing people with bad skin. Or let's do black female serious. I'm supposed to be looking at comments. Hold on. Let me see comments. Yes, because I know I gotta get you to roll out of bed. Okay, so I'm gonna change the promo to look like this. So we're gonna take her, and then I'm gonna bring her down and see how's her shoulders. So I'm gonna flip her around because I want a full shoulder. That's me. That's me doing all this. And then I want to do the background remover. I believe they moved the background remover to free. I believe you can do that in free. I know I promised to use our free elements, but I do believe they have the background remover. And if not, they do have, I have a background remover tool. I'd have to send it to you later. But it's a background remover tool. I want to take it down to this, and since most of the elements for this book, I have certain elements for this book that I already know is red or a white color. I do have to change it. I believe I have it like this. Let me see. Or it's a dark. Let me see if I can find a dark color. Or I'll have a color. Oh, I can do it. No, I'm gonna do. I'm trying to hurry up, and not spend too much time. Okay, we'll do it this way. Oh, I'm sorry. If you guys are looking, so I'm going back to the position. Oh, I'm sorry. Here. I'm going to the position to show the layers on there. I'm sorry. You guys got to tell me to talk because I'm just going by. Is it, but I think it's the background remover is also included in the free too. I think they moved it to the free as well. So I'm in layers, and I am literally moving different layers and working with each layer. So this is a layer, text is a layer, the face is a layer, and then the background is a layer. And I'm moving those around and only designing those. So I'm only fading her when I do this because you see as that is uh is highlighted. I'm not used to talking, so you guys gotta question. If you see me do something, question it because I'll keep going. So I want to make sure that I bring out the letters over there. So I'm gonna go back up to elements, and I'm looking for a gradient tool or gradient. So as you can see, they have different gradients, and I want to do that to bring those letters out on that. So that fades right into there, and it brought those letters out more. Okay, and then uh, what else I want to do? I know that is cool. So then I want to take. There's three brothers in the book, so this is my three brothers, and I usually have them, and I want to put a gradient down here because I have it cut off. So I can take that gradient up here, and I can duplicate it. I don't want to duplicate the page. I want to duplicate the item. I want to duplicate it, but I want to flip it because I want the gradient to appear at the bottom. And I go like that. Bam! Look at me. But I want to move that shadow behind them. So I go back to position and I move it under the brothers. See how I did that? I know. I know. Look at me. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to take this out so I can kind of see you guys. I'm working off of three screens, two screens. I'm not used to this. I usually have a bigger screen. So that way I can see. I know. That is cool. Thank you. But I'm glad I could teach you a little bit, out of all this. Okay, I don't want to see this. Okay. So now that I got those everybody in place, I can add the brother. I can add the text. So the text, I usually have a promo file that I can take it. So I want to encourage them to buy without saying it, and also put the tagline there. Ah, and tell them like I put a trope in there to kind of tell them what it is. Now, what I do is, and I'm gonna come back up to this one, is I put a note in there so I can copy and paste directly. So then I spend time, and this is the longest part of it's just setting all this stuff up. So I'll say, hello, snake readers. Welcome to July, a month of heat, fun, and leisure. Ha ha ha. And we're not even talking about going outside. That's just the things you can do when you read. Ha! Aren't I funny? I hope you have a pleasant reading month. Your author. So, yeah, Hubbard. Check out my books. Link in the bio. Link in the bio. Oh, or available where books are sold. And put my popular hashtag. And I'll show you where those will go. So then we go here and we can just take, to be fast about it, select, put the note in, and then uh, I always try to use a favicon to kind of on my promo stuff to draw their eyes over there to read it. Select and what else? Dark romance. And I use about three hashtags. Okay, so the next thing on the third, because we said this is the third of, and if you want to change the names, there's where you change the names up here. So you can go here, and this is July 3rd. Okay, and then we can take out the notes so we can see our stuff. On July 3rd, let's see, July 3rd is going to be a Friday. July 3rd is going to be a Friday. So let's do a quote. And I have a quote ready. And it's with my brand because I do steamy romance. I don't suggest you do it. And this is a girl I love to use. And of course, you see that the words are behind her. So I will go to position and I want to move her behind the words. And I want to darken this up a little bit. Or I can darken the writing up a little bit. I can either, yeah, I can make it dark purple. Dun, dun. Pull her down a little. And then just to make sure, in case someone wants to share this, let me capture this and go up here and I copy it. And I can do that to make sure like my brand is on here. I can even do this and move this here. So if they try to even crop her out, she's mine. You can't have her. So, so, so that is three. If you guys got any questions or any promos you want me to make while I'm doing this, let me know, then I can do it. So, say that I want to do another book promo, and you guys, I don't know if you guys know, you can also go in here. I want to show you one of the things someone did ask me to make. We're going to do another book promo for July. I don't want to do July anymore. So, what did I call this? I gotta remember. What did I call this? I called it book book promo. So say that you don't know what kind of book promo you want to do. So you put that in there. You can actually come in and use their template. So let's do a book recommendation. A book recommendation, and I can't remember what book are we doing. What book are we promoting in what book are we promoting? We're gonna be promoting actually Amazon, a Kindle Unlimited. I try to do one Kindle Unlimited in my promos um because I want people to keep reading. Ha 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 ha. So that helps. So I find a Kindle Unlimited. I want them. So we're going to have them do, let's do a short, a quick read. So we'll do Wrongly His. So I have a Kindle Unlimited called Wrongly His. So I go on my upload. I have a new journal coming out soon. I guess that can be done as a promo. Right. So I do Wrongly His. Should be under Wrongly somewhere. Oh, I already have promos in here for it, but we're gonna do a new one. So uh you can either do this on your own, and I think can you change that book? I think you can change the color of that book. If you wanted to, you could change the color of that book. But if you have your own, you can take out what they have and put your own in. I don't like that. That is horrible. Okay? You can take it and like I said, I do dark romance, so no judgment zone. Okay, today's pick today's pick is Wrongly His, And then I can say Kindle Unlimited, or I think I have a Kindle Unlimited. Of course, I have a Kindle Vella. Do I have a Kindle Unlimited? And if I don't have it, let's see if you can go to Elements, and these are just different things you can have on there. Like I use different gradients. You can say Kindle and see if they have the logo for Kindle Unlimited. Sometimes they do. If they don't, then you can say I said Amazon, so I can put that under there. Oh, I made that like that. And then I can put this right here and make it small. And how do I know it's going to show up? Because if I go to 100%, that is how it would look. So it's big enough to show up. And to know if this is going to show up correctly, I usually use it I usually do 20, at least 26 to 28 to make sure people can see it. And if I want to try to squeeze it in, you can go here and you can squeeze it, the line spacing, or you can squeeze the limit spacing, the letter spacing. Let me see. I have the measurements I got from Copilot. It's been challenging trying to get the measurements in Canva with my book info on the full book cover. Yeah, it is. But we can always work on that. Yeah, let me know. We can do a screen share. So let me move this back down so you guys can see the whole thing. Remember, since they made it this for wrongly his, I kind of want to do. I still want to do a purple to stick with my theme. I try, even though that's purple, but that throws it off. And then I'll use like a tagline from the book. Um, I'll say, like her deception leads him back. And then I'll say, get in a quick read with this short story. Um, Free with Prime or uh, Kindle Unlimited account. There's something there. Move that down. This is 22. I'm going to make it. Oh, hold on. I like to make it 26. And I do that more or less for me, um, because I'm old. And if I look at my promos and I can't even read them, I know other people who are in my category or my reading group, the older ones, can't read them either. So we have made a book promo. But remember what day it is? It is July 4th. Remember, because this is number 4. So we make this July 4th, and I'm gonna I put in my head to push this out maybe at midnight, or I can, and then I'm gonna add an extra. We're gonna add a duplicate page. We can add a duplicate page here instead of the other way I did. Oh, I didn't want to duplicate that page. I can add a new page. I'm sorry. We're gonna add a page. So we're gonna make this July 4th 2. Even though that changes that page. It won't change that page, but it'll change when you save it. Let me see. Oh, I thought you guys asked the question. So we're going to say Happy July 4th. So go over to the templates and July 4th. And we can do a happy July 4th. So you can choose between all these templates. Oh, we could do this one. Hey. Ah. And if you still want to make it purple, oh, darn it, you can't make it purple like that. Let's see. Can we put a purple tint over it? Let's put a purple tint. So go back to your gradient. And then I think you can do it on here. Let's see. No, it won't let me do it with this one. Give me a second, guys. We're playing with it. Ha! We got a purple tint right here. Okay, stop that. To stick with my, so to stick with the thing. I know you're like, Sylvia, everything can't be purple. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So that sticks with my brand. Plus, I'm still doing that. Boom. Look at me. And so let me go to grid view so you guys see we have already done 4 days of promo for ourselves. So let's do, I'm going to do quickly anything else. So the next one, so we did quote, so we entertained, we promoted. Now we need to do something deep or encouraging or uh, engaging. So we're going to do, I'm going to teach. Today we're going to teach. So July 5th, July 5th. We're going to change this to July 5th. July 5th. Go to that one. And I'm going to bring everything in quickly so we can hurry up. Um, this is from an old goal setting thing. And I'm going to change it down here. I kind of want, they give you parameters just in case things get cut off. So you kind of want to keep everything in that space. And this is a frame. That's how I was able to move the picture because it is in a frame. I can show you. See, it's a frame like that. And then that is like another frame, but it's just colored in. So that's how I was able, if you want to grab both of them, you go outside of where it is and you highlight it and it'll grab both of them so you can move it. Boom. And this is just another frame, but it's white this time. I want to grab both of them, move it down a little. And for this, I want to make this just a little bigger. And this is actually from an old post I did. Make that 27. I have the Grammarly activated for my Chrome, so it helps me catch spelling errors. Let me see. Oh, we can do it outside of Facebook Live. Plus, I have an old laptop that moves in her own slow way. Okay. Yeah, we can do it outside of Facebook Live. We can do like a meetup, and then you'll share your screen, and then we can just walk you through it. So, I want to put in, I know three ways to bliss, other side of love, he touched me, those two. Hey, amazingly, from last year, from this post, I can take off two of these books on my list and put his substitute wife, my best friend, current live story. And then I'm also doing Blood Kiss. And oh, Marry Me. I know. I just added more work to my load. Was real smart, Sylvia. And see, like the 26 and 27 thing, I don't. So you can just type in to make it that big. So, so I'm just telling them my goals, and then what I do over here, I'll be like, these are my current writing goals. These are my current seal lit writing goals. And I'm just writing this from the start, guys. So that's why it's taking a long time. But this is like what you have to do in order to plan it. Seal lit writing goals for 2026. Uh, I'm trying to keep my pen and my pen on my digital writer, my digital Kindle scribe, and or my fingers on the keyboard as much as possible. What are your writing goals? And I want to get people to talk, so I want to center this. See, okay, is that center? No, this is center. And then I want to center this because I want people to engage as well. Let's move that up to 36 and change the color to dark purple. What are your writing goals? Oops. Let's do it together. Make it a little smaller. And go there. So this is an engagement, but teaching, well, not teaching post. This is actually a sharing and teaching post. Sharing and, no, sharing an engagement post to get people to kind of engage with me, other writers. Um, so if I want to put readers in, what are your writing or reading goals? And I can put that in my notes. What are your writing or reading goals? Because that's who I'm trying to engage with, writing writers and readers. Okay, so we're gonna hurry up through the other ones. Let me see. So this is now July 5th, July 6th, July 6th. And let's do another promo. Yay. You can, if you want to be lazy, go up. Let's go up. And we can do actually another, or yeah, we can do another. We can just actually, we'll go to grid view. You can actually be lazy and duplicate this one. We can say duplicate and go over to our July 6th post. Take this out and change this to July 6th. Bam, you can do that if you want. Or move this to the end. Or let's change this to July 6th. Or just create a new one, which I actually really want to do, is to create a new one. We're going to create a new one for my current writing project. Um, I can go find, I can go actually, and I'm going to show you this. So this is actually one my substitute wife. I'm working on that story right now, so I've created promo already. So I can go in there and actually copy that promo, and I tell it to copy. If you right click, this menu will come up, and then move that out the way. Then come back here. I can come back here. Let me close this now. so we can have more. Come here where I have July 6th and right click and hit paste. And it brings the promo here. Let me do that. Oh, I didn't get the story, the background. So I can just go back to that post and pull the background. I'm going to copy it and see if I can paste it. I'm going to make it a little more transparent and position it. Layers. I want this to be behind all of it. Yeah. I want it to be behind everything. And I kind of want it to be a little darker. And there's something still missing. I think it has like a shadow over it. So let's go back to the gradient. Let's go back to the gradient and kind of gradient this thing over to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, get the password and get the password. So since this was an older one, I want you guys to see. So it's telling people that dark romance, forced proximity, morally gray, substitute, get the password, and let's say this was a pre-promo and read as the author writes. Sign up free on Gumroad. So let me know if you guys have any questions. So we're doing a book promo again. Then this is for July 6th. Dun dun dun. Free on Gumroad. And for that, I have, let me see. I thought I had wording for that. Um, Pretty much I can copy this promo. One kind of, what would you do for now? Read has the author rights on her website, link in the bio. Then I make sure I do dark romance, uh, morally gray, silhouette. And remember, oh, I wanted that to be lowercase. Um, since this is going to go in the text section, like I said, I like to use that and then see, read as the author writes. Right. What is that? Oh, sorry, we're at the camp. My husband's cleaning the truck and he found a dead mouse. Sorry about that. I had to. So let's hurry up through the other ones. Uh, so we did I'll just do for July 7th. We'll just announce it'll be a writing day. This is an engagement post. Ooh, I like the girl I did up there. Remember the girl up there? I did her that way. add her here, make her a little bigger. Then I'm just trying to show you guys it doesn't take much. So I want to make this a little bigger, move it kind of between the two things. Um, I kind of like this one better. Take this out and then duplicate it. And then for the engagement, so what's on your literary calendar to do today or your weekend literary plans? Please share. Okay, so that was July 6th, and this is July 7th. That's 7 days. 7 days. How many screens do you have open when you work on your promo? I have two screens open. So I have this one. I actually have an adapter monitor. So uh, I have a C port coming out of the side of one computer into another screen. So then I do a dual share. And then once you hook it up, I'm going to show you. You can right click on your desktop and you can go to display settings and this will come up and then you tell it you don't want it. It'll ask you, do you want a duplicate? So it'll be the same thing from this one to this one, or do you want to extend, which makes it go from one to two and then you have two different screens. And then you accept the settings and then it'll give you two displays. So right now, when I screen shared, I only screen shared number two, which is what you're looking at. See, as you can make that your main display. And then I literally put it smaller because I'll tell it I want a smaller screen. And but you can move the screen from here to here, so I can put two in front of one. But your mouse will go from this screen to this screen flawlessly, just like that. So that's how you do that. I meant to say, how many tabs do you have open? How many tabs? Oh, I'm sorry. How many tabs do I have open? This is how many tabs I have open. So, yes, I have a lot of tabs open. And that doesn't include, because then I also have that tab open. Um, I have the screen tip. So, yes. And then I have the snipping, I can close that one. I can close that. But that's right. I try not to have that many tabs open, so then I am able to I'm able to actually not take up a lot of bandwidth. Oh yeah, we have to do our promo over here because I want to be able to cut and save. And I'll show you why your notes are important to do it. Dark romance, reverse sapphic, seal it. Okay. Do I have something over here? You can just do that. Do writing motivation. So let that's my other handle. We have that. So I want to make sure all my notes are done. Uh, may you spend the day with family and friends, reflecting on the struggles and hardships we have gone through. and will be going through. That is me being sarcastic. Be blessed. Okay. So you're going to see why typing these up in advance. Okay, so you have several tabs open so you can move easily back and forth to where you need to pull info. Yeah, so I can work. So you can just work, you can work smarter instead of harder, instead of copying it. I'll even have like, let me show you my horrible, horrible thing. So I have this on my OneDrive and in my, I have a promo stuff. And on here, I literally have all the things I open up from Canva. Plus, these are books. I know this is like the Black Family, and I'll have all the covers in there. So, say that I do want to promote. Oh, let's do this. So, I want to promote Wrongly His, but I don't want to be looking for all the pictures and everything. So, do I have a file? Do I have a file? I don't have. So, I have a Wrongly Here's promo. So I have a promo file for that. I try to always put like the cover in there. It's the cover's here somewhere. I know it is. But I have like all the promos here that I've done for it. So then I can quickly promote. If I wanted to do Teach Me to Love, I'll have the promos here. So I have promo files for like all my books. So I have a new book coming and it's Sleeping with the Enemy. And I just did this promo. Um, and so I'll have that file here so I can quickly, and sometimes I'll even have a doc file with the promo um, hashtags and everything in there. So I can just quickly hurry up and drag and drop and don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we have three of them here. We even have that extra. We'll even call that. We'll have this extra. We'll call this July 8th. Look at us. Even though we should. Oh yeah, we do. We have. So I try to space it out. Let me show you this. So I try to space it out. So I do want to push books. I because I would love to sell books, but I would also like to July 3rd. Hey, we're missing a second. I just remembered. I just looked at that. So we need to do something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So we're missing a second, so I'm grabbing something real fast. I can add a page here, go to it, change it to my favorite color. Guess you don't know. And we just do like as a education. We just throw education to round it out. Change that to purple. I just grabbed something. Dun, dun. Okay. So what I did so I'm just waving, engaging. Hello. How are you? Um, then that's a promo. Then this is a teaching. This is teaching. This is inspiration, promo, engaging, engaging plus sharing, uh, promo, engaging, sharing, and promo. So you have a well-rounded 1 week of promo to do. Now we're going to download it. So let me show you what I just did. I went by that really fast. I like that. That was really smart. Oh, promo stuff in OneDrive. Edit. You can also have you can also have it in Google Drive too, because I do have over in Google Drive, and please don't look at my Google Drive because it's a hot mess. I'm just starting to get it. So I have a Hubbooks, so I know I can go to Hubbooks. And in here, I have different things. And I even have, so I know promo pics because I use that in OneDrive. So when I want to hurry up, I know where to go. And I'll have books here that I've done where I've had to use Google Drive as well. So yeah. And I can do that because like I have like 2 terabytes. And I have to thank my husband for that. But I have a lot of stuff over here too, as well. But yeah, I can use that as well. So let me show you how to download your stuff. Let me go back to it. So you say share, and what I'm going to do for you guys is so you guys can see what I did, and I'm going to copy this and put it in our comments so you guys can kind of see what we did here. You can see it up close. And if you need any ideas, oh, no, y'all can't edit. Y'all can just view. Nice try. Hold on. Okay, that link won't work. I'm doing another link. Here we go. I think that did it do it? Let's do it. I don't know if it did it. I might paste it twice, so sorry. I don't know. It's not pasting. So tell me if you guys got the link. I don't know if you guys got the link or not. I can't tell. It lets me think there, but now it won't let me. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now. So I think I put it under one of Vanessa's comments, but that's okay. You guys can go under one of Vanessa's comments. I'm using OneDrive over the rest of them. Okay, yeah, but yeah, it's just like you just try to get it like as fast as possible. So let's download it. So we're gonna download our stuff. So we hit download, and then we can go here, and I want to do it as PNG just to save on space. If you want to save on space, you can always do JPEG. I don't know. Sorry. Uh, so since this is July, I'll say, so I know what this is. First week, July 2026 posts. Um, just so I can keep track of it, because like I said, everything's a hot mess. I should have a July folder because I've done promo in July. So if I've done promo specific to July, oh, we don't have a July folder. Well, let's make a July folder. I don't know why I don't have a July folder. That's weird. But we're going to make a July folder because I know me. And I'm going to save it. Okay, so it comes in as a zip post. We're up here in the corner. And I'm going to say show in folder. Don't open it because it's a zip file. It comes in as a zip file. And then once you open up that, right click again and you say extract all. And let me see, can I drag this over? So this comes up and it says extract. Do you want us to extract compressed files? And I wanted to extract it into that July folder, as you can see right there. If you want to put it anywhere else, you can hit browse. But then I tell it to, and I say show extracted files when complete. So I make sure that's clicked. And then I extract those files. And boom. And if you're low on space, you can go back into that folder and delete that zip folder. And then you just have this open file. And these are the promos we just did. So as you can see, I forgot to save those correctly. So this should have been July 2nd. And this, see, it moves it in order. That way it cuts me out on time. And this should have been July 7th. See, now I have them in order. And I'm going to show you why that's important in a second. And I know we're going over our time. I'm going to go over to my Meta Business Suite. And this is where I can schedule for I can schedule for Instagram and I can schedule for that. So I can actually bulk schedule. You don't have you don't have a July 4th. I actually didn't know I didn't have a July folder. So I want to bulk create. Let me remember how to do this. So post to. So I can bulk create over here. Go to my July folder, promo stuff. Find July, and I can quickly come here, literary world, and I want to put it in Instagram. So I'm going to do that and write something. And if I want to hurry up and write something, I just come here, go to my notes, and this is what makes it really simple. And I want to post this, schedule it for July 1st. We can say 12 a.m. That's the first is done. Now, all of these are done. So we go here, July 1st again. Oh, we want to change this. So I made a mistake. Remember, I was supposed to do that first. Hold on, cancel. So let's do this. Let's edit it. Hold on. I want to trash this, and I want to make this that. I'm sorry. So if you put the wrong picture, that's what you do. Just put the right picture, and that goes out at in the morning. You don't have. Oh, I'm trying to make sure I got everybody's. And then this is supposed to be July 1st, number two. I gotta kind of figure out how to do. I might just take that. You can take the dash out. Let me see. Oh, it's spaces. That's why it came up first. So don't put spaces in there because it did it right this over here, but it didn't do it right here. So remember that. Mhm. And that's why I call these Learn With Me sessions because you guys are learning with me. So I want to make this July 2nd. Oh, July 1st. I'm sorry. July 1st. Since I posted at noon, I usually try to do between 12 hours. So this goes out at noon. And then July 3rd, July 2nd. I'm sorry. July 2nd. And I don't think we did any text for that. And that's why it's important to do your text. And then this is July 2nd. So you are this is basically what takes little to no time at all. And I try to do it early in the morning because it'll capture an hour after the date, whatever it is. So it's telling me 12 noon because it's 11:12 now. Um, but so that's why I try to do this early in the morning so I'm not always changing the time. I can just change the date and keep it going. So they give you three to do on bulk schedule, but you can tell them you want to do more than that. And then you go here and we're doing July 3rd. Go here to July 3rd. Bam. July 3rd. Schedule. Then we do July 4th. And remember, we have two for that, so we do that one first. July 4th. And this is why this is like no excuse. This is all free that we're doing. July 4th. I want to do it in the morning. Make sure I have Grammarly. Like I said, I have Grammarly. So it's checking my stuff for me to make sure I'm on point. July the 2nd, July 4th. Yeah, so July 4th, then go here. And this is why I said do your notes. So all you have to do is just literally sit here and copy and paste. And that goes out 12 hours after that. So we are almost done. Almost done. So we're on July 5th. I know this is tedious, but this is something you have to do. And it's kind of, I usually have like a book playing or audiobook going or a movie that I want to see or something like that. Engaging for me, music playing to kind of tell, to kind of keep my mind going. My playlist to my books. I'll go up here. It's Kindle Unlimited Prime. Is it Prime or Premium account? Anymore? Yep. I gotta make sure. How do you feel about reading books in smaller chunks? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And I know that was gonna be wrong. But you see how, like, it'll take all the emojis and stuff? This was July 6th. I know you're saying, Sylvia, this is so tedious. But it's actually, it does work. It helps with your algorithm. July. Let me see. I messed up. I messed up. So that should be July 7th, and that should be July 8th because that's a book promo. That's an engagement. So we don't want to do book promo, book promo. So that's actually, so I'm correcting myself. I forgot to, yeah, because I saved it wrong. Um, July 7th. Oh, oops, I hit schedule, but I didn't mean to. I just got the 7th and I hit schedule by mistake. But yeah, so now we're scheduling it. 9 posts will be published at the date and time you selected. This may take a few minutes. You hit done, and that's it. If you don't trust the program, you can actually go over to the month of July. Let's give it a second to catch up with us. Let's see. I can't have a movie playing because that's gonna make me stop working on the phone. I would most likely have no music or sermon playing. Yeah, but yeah, it's just something. So let's go over to July, and then I can tell it I want to see a week's worth on the 1st of July. What are you doing? So, okay, I want to go to the. So, see, it has all 7 days of, it's actually, yeah, and 7 days of promo starting on, oh, where's the second? We're going to go find the second, but I want to make sure it's all there. So, my July 4th is there. I got to go find my July 2nd. June, the whole month of June. We just got to go and repost July 2nd and go from there. But yeah, you can just make sure everything is there and you're all set. I literally have nothing to do there. Um, Now I'm all done with my first week. I just have to go back and do July 2nd and go from there. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, I see what I did. Yeah, I see what I did. But basically, you're all set. I just have to go back and do July 2nd. Do you guys have any questions? I know we went over our time, but I wanted to make sure I did it from scratch so you guys can see how to do it. You can do your whole month like that. Oh, yeah, you guys read me. So, say that you want to also do stories as well. You can actually go in and hit resize and you want to change this to stories. Let's see, suggested stories, Instagram stories. So you can say resize this design or copy and resize. So you can do this and then choose between copy and resize. So you want to make a new design. That's what you're asking it to do. Copy the design and resize them to your Instagram stories. And it'll resize and open Instagram. It'll open up a new one, and all that work you did is just all now in a story. You can, elongate it. So we did this one. You can actually take this and do it like this. Oops, not that. I didn't want to do that. So I'm trying to get the gradient. So we go back to position. Oh, we want this one. Yeah, we want this one. And move that down. And then move her down. So yeah, and you can just go in, check them to make sure they look pretty decent. You can move them around, make them bigger, whatever you want. Um, and then you can actually bulk, you can actually create stories. So you can actually, or bulk load, or save them as reels, and they'll come up as pictures um, by itself. And it'll just be, and then you download these. If you want to make this into a reel, say that you do want to make it into a reel, um, you can actually pick music, change your stories into the new reel. So pick some music. Um, let's say, let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear. No, we don't want that. Something that'll go with all of them. So we'll say this one. We'll choose this one, and I'll pull it over to the beginning. So when I download it, I can download. Wait, what did I do? So we're changing our stories into reels. So then when I download it, what I do is I download it as a MP4 video, and then I can just hit download, and these will all download as reels. Like I think it's at 5 minute reel, 5 seconds. They're 5 second reels that you can do instead of stories. You can download them as reels. If you wanted them just as stories, just the pictures you can do, you can just download it as PNGs or JPEGs. But if you want to just create instant reels, you can change this into a story. I resized it. That's what I did. I went over to resize and I downloaded it, and I changed it into stories. I said see y'all, and then I downloaded it as a story instead. So now we have Instagram stories, but I'm gonna make sure because that's how it's saved. But I'm gonna say Instagram Reels. I can just change this to July Reels, first week, July 2026 Reel. So I know what this is. It's gonna come in, of course, as a zip file. I go open folder. I'm just gonna open folder. Did it open folder? Sure. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Sorry. Oh. So I go here, or did it? Did it? First weekly. Oh, I forgot to save the separate files. I did it wrong. I'm sorry, guys. So let me do that again to show you how to do it right. So then you say download. Oh, no. Tell it to cancel again. Hold on. Download. Uh, you want to make sure you download it as a separate file. So then you get them all like you're supposed to. That's very important. Download as separate files. Cancel that. And then download. So, and I'm sorry if I went too fast. So when it opens up, it's gonna take a while. Oh, I guess it doesn't. So let's do this first week, July, first week, July 2026. And this is Reels. And we'll save it. Then show in folder. And like I said, we're gonna extract them all. And it comes in. See, I should have fixed that, but I didn't. I just wanted to hurry up and show you. So when it comes in, let me show you what it does. Uh, let's just do the player. I want you guys to see what it comes in as. So it comes in like this, and it's just like 5 seconds of video. And you can hear them. I don't know if you guys can hear the music playing, but it's music playing underneath that because you can see the music is playing right here. And it's just a light theme. And you can just go ahead and schedule these same way you schedule the other ones. You open up your meta. Oops, I didn't want to create a story. We can actually bulk create reels. Same thing. And actually for this one, we can drag and drop them all. So let's see what happens if we drag and drop. Let's see what happens. I won't save them. And it's kind of the same thing. You can drag and drop, and it'll take the title that you saved it by, and you can just go in and change it. And it's basically almost the same thing. Drag and drop, and this is all your reels, and it'll come in on your reels as well. And these are just different things that you can do. And it'll do all your copyright things. You can publish it now. These are where you can put all your scripts, um, and all of that. So they're all set to go, and you just put them in the date. And because I saved them, I know what date it is, and I don't even have to go in order. So say like I got this first, I can just go ahead and schedule July 4th. So July 4th, and I know this is going to be a PM, this is the afternoon, so I can just go ahead and schedule it then. But then here, this is July 4th in the morning, so I can just go ahead and schedule this then. They don't have to be in order. And I know this is July 5th, and so down here, let's see, this is a July 1st, so I just go ahead and schedule it then. So they don't have to be in numerical order, but because I saved them like that, I'm able to know what day this is for, pull the pop in the script for it, and then just uh, publish it. So yeah, and but for shorts, for stories, you have to do individual. And let's get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. Stories, you do have to do individual. So if I want to create the story, I want to make sure both of those are checked. And then they let me drag and drop the files. So did I save a story? I didn't save a story. Let me go back and save a story. So same thing. You want to save the stories, just as stories. So I do download. I change this back into do a small file, and then it'll save it. And you don't have to use the same files. You can use different files. Um, I'm just showing you this to show you. First week, July 2026 stories. And so we extract that. And so I can come over here and get my stories, drag it over here, and you can drag up to 10 images in your stories and then schedule. So I know this is July 2nd. So you have to schedule both of them at the same time. Uh, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. And you can see how it'll look. You go here. You can even, watch this, say that, what if I go into my reel for that? I don't see the reel. Oh, there it is. This. So you can schedule a reel and a picture as well. So it'll come in as a picture first, and then it'll play the music. Yeah. So yeah, let's make sure everything is scheduled. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay. And that's it. You can do that and then schedule. So I know I have kept you more than long enough. I'll upload this to YouTube so you guys can see it, and then I'll put it in the membership file so you guys can make sure you have a copy of it. But I'm going to get out of here. We are going to garden today. I'm going to work on my book. I need to edit that chapter, get all my next week's chapter for my serial. If you don't know, I'm doing my her substitute husband, his his no, his substitute wife, my sister, my best friend. It's my best friend. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. And I'm doing it live on my website. You guys can come in and check it out. Uh, and start reading as I write. Reading as I write. So you can just come in and check it out and start reading. You can request the password and yeah, just request the password and start reading as I write. So this is like the book cover of it. And yeah, write it. We're on chapter 5 now. No, we're on chapter 6. Actually, no, actually we're on chapter 7. Yeah, we're on chapter 7. So you can actually come in and start reading it as well. Join me on my journey as I figure out this story. I'd love to see you. And yeah, next month, don't forget we have let me see. Do I have next month? What are we doing next month? Something. Let's see. I know screenshots. Let's see. Go in here. There it is. Screenshots. We'll be doing next month. Joylyn Ross. Your book is your business. August is editor Kate J, the year of the developmental editing, going to talk about self editing. September will be Brenda H with keywords, categories, and tags. She'll talk about long words, short tails, all of it, how to do all that. So, yeah, just, yeah. And then I know I have someone who's coming to talk about audiobooks. Um, I gotta remember where I put her card because I said she was speaking in October and I need to follow up. So you guys need to remind me to do that because that's gonna be exciting too. I'd love to hear that one. But yeah, join us and I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a great day. Thanks for learning with me. Sorry it took so long. I appreciate you guys and all that. So yeah, If you have any questions, put them down in the comments or check it out on the YouTube so you can do the replay. If you're listening on the replay, go ahead and put them down in the comments. I gladly will answer them. And you guys have a blessed, wonderful, nice day. We're over in Vitely, Michigan. We're back in Detroit soon, so check you guys out later. Bye.